Hello, beautiful soul. You don't need to fix yourself. You only need to come home. Welcome back to Softening into Momentum. I'm Miki, and this is week 4 of Permission to Be. We're halfway through this season, and I want to pause and acknowledge something. If you've been here since episode 1, you've been doing real work. Not the performative kind, not the Instagram story kind, the quiet, internal, nobody sees it but you kind. The kind that changes everything. Today, we're going to the place that might be the most tender of all. We're going to talk about your relationship with yourself. Not your relationship with alcohol or another substance. Not your relationship with your patterns. Your relationship with you. Because here's what I've come to believe after 1,000 days of sobriety and a lot of time on the meditation cushion. Most of our avoidance, our numbing, our reaching for things that don't serve us are not really about the substance or the behavior itself. They're about the fact that being alone with ourselves became unbearable somewhere along the way. And today we start coming home. Metta, loving kindness. It's one of the most beautiful words in the Pali language, and it's the heart of everything I teach. Metta is usually translated as loving kindness, but I personally think that doesn't quite capture it. Metta is more like unconditional friendliness. It's the practice of turning toward yourself and eventually toward others with the same warmth that you'd offer a sleeping child. Not because they've done anything to earn it, not because they've been good, because they exist. The traditional metta practice begins with yourself, and this is where most people already get stuck because we've been trained by culture, by family, by religion, by 1,000 subtle messages to believe that directing love toward yourself is selfish or indulgent, maybe even dangerous. Because what if you got too comfortable? What if you stopped striving? What if you accepted yourself exactly as you are, and then, horror of horrors, you never changed? Here's what I want to offer you. You cannot love yourself into complacency. That's not how love works. Love doesn't make you lazy. Love makes you brave. Love makes you willing to look at the hard things because you know that whatever you find, you won't abandon yourself over it. Self-hatred is what makes you complacent. Self-hatred is what keeps you stuck. Because when you believe you're fundamentally unworthy, every attempt at change feels like a waste of time. Why build a life that you don't even deserve? Why protect a body when you can't stand? Why trust a person you've already decided is broken? Metta breaks that cycle. And not by pretending that you're perfect or that all of your problems are gone, but by saying, even here, even in this, even with all of this, you are worthy of kindness. And I know how that lands for some of you. It might feel like a lie. It might feel saccharine and hollow. You might be thinking, Miki, you don't know what I've done. You don't know what I failed at. You don't know who I've hurt. You're right. I don't. But I know this. I've had those same thoughts about myself. Standing in front of a mirror in New Orleans, with mascara on my face and a list of evidence for why I didn't deserve my own compassion. I've stood there. I've been there. And I'm telling you, from the other side of that doorway, the mirror is lying. The mirror is reflecting your shame back to you and calling it the truth, but it's not truth. It's a story. And you can learn to see through it. The courage to see yourself clearly, not through the lens of shame, not through the filter of someone else's disappointment, but clearly, is one of the bravest things a human being can do. And it starts with presence, with being willing to be here with yourself without reaching for something to take that edge off. That's what sobriety really is, isn't it? It's not the absence of a substance. It's the presence of you. I want to name something that doesn't get talked about enough in recovery spaces. Drinking, or any addictive behavior, is very often a form of self-avoidance. It's not just about liking the taste or enjoying the buzz. It's about not having to be alone with yourself. Think about it. When you pour the drink, what are you actually doing? You're softening the edges. You're muting the volume. You're putting a layer between you and your own inner experience, between you and the voice that says you're not enough, between you and the feelings that you don't know how to sit with. Sobriety removes that buffer. And that's terrifying because suddenly there you are, all of you, unfiltered, unmedicated, just you. And then the question becomes, can you bear your own company? For a long time, I couldn't. Those first months of sobriety were some of the most uncomfortable of my life, not because I missed the drinking, but because I had nowhere to hide from myself. Every feeling was at full volume. Every memory was unmedicated, large. Every thought was there in its entirety, with no escape hatch. But here's what happened. Slowly, and I mean slowly, I started to discover that the person I'd been hiding from wasn't as terrible as I thought. She was just hurting. She was scared. She was doing the best she could with the tools that she had. And she was worth sitting with. You are worth sitting with. That's the relationship reset. It's not about becoming someone new at all. It's about finally meeting the person who's been there all along. And now, beautiful soul, we will move into a short, guided practice. The mirror of compassion. This work is deep, so please make sure you're in a place where you won't be disturbed. Let's close our eyes. Settle in. Let your body land wherever it is. And breathe in, let it fill your chest, your belly, the back of your heart. And breathe out. Let it carry whatever needs to leave. I want you to imagine that you're standing in a quiet room. Just you. And before you, there stands a mirror. A full-length mirror. But this is not an ordinary mirror. This mirror reflects truth. Not the truth of your flaws and failures. That's what your inner critic's mirror shows you. This mirror reflects the whole truth, the actual truth. All of you. The tender parts and the fierce parts, the parts you're proud of and the parts you've hidden. Everything. step forward. Look into the mirror. What do you see? I know your first instinct might be to flinch, to look away, to find the imperfections and fixate on them. That's okay. That's what you've been trained to do. But stay just for a moment. Stay with what's reflected. Now, I want you to look into the eyes of the person in the mirror. Not at their body, not at their hair or their clothes or their age. Their eyes. And I want you to say silently, I see you. I see you, and you are not what they told you. You are not the worst thing you've done. You are not the heaviest thing that you carry. You are not the story someone else wrote about you. Now place your hand on the mirror and let the person in the mirror place their hand on yours, palm to palm. The glass between you is dissolving. Say to yourself, may I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. May I live with ease. And if those words feel too big today, try this one. May I be gentle with myself. Just today, just right now. May I offer myself the kindness I would offer anyone else I loved. Take a breath. Feel the warmth where your hand meets the glass, where you meet yourself. This is Metta. This is the practice. Presence. Not fixing, returning. Slowly let the mirror dissolve. Let the room dissolve. Come back to your body, your breath, this moment. Wiggling your fingers, feeling your feet. And when you're ready, gently open your eyes. Welcome home. If this meditation moved something in you, even something small, even something you can't name yet, I want you to know that this is exactly the kind of work we do inside Permission to Be. I'm creating something beautiful. An 8-week self-paced course that walks you through the journey we've been traveling this season. From self-abandonment to self-trust, but deeper. With guided practices, reflection exercises, and a community of people walking this path alongside you. And for those who want more intimate support, there's a premium option to walk through the course with me directly, one-on-one. I'll share more in the coming weeks. For now, just know something is being built for you, and it's being built with so much love. And if you're ready, I'll meet you there. The Softening into Momentum podcast is lovingly curated, created, written, edited, and produced by me, Miki Byrne, with accompanying sound bath frequencies by my good friend, Static. If you would like to dive further into his incredible musical work, please go to YouTube at Static is Noise. You can get your copy of my book, Permission to Be, a memoir about sobriety, self-trust, and learning to come home to yourself in print, ebook format, and the intimate audiobook experience all links in the show notes. Thank you for softening into this moment with me. Until we meet again, Namaste.